Hey neighbor, how are you? Welcome to Julie's Carnivore Quest. I'm Julie, in case you are new here. On this channel, I am sharing all things about being a carnivore and healing myself by using this way of eating. And I'm just sharing my progress, my updates, all the little things that I learn along the way and want to, share them with you too. So if you have been trying to improve your health for years and you've followed all the mainstream advice and you have made zero progress, because for some of us that's just how it is, then follow along and let's see what we can do. Excuse me. So I'm just going to do a short video this morning. I'm going to call this coffee chat since I'm just going to finish my coffee this morning. I might be doing a coffee experiment, meaning I stop drinking coffee. I have stopped coffee before, but it's warm, it's comforting, it tastes good, it smells good. I love everything about it. But I may be giving it up for a while just to see, because that's what I do here. I experiment with myself to see what things help me, what things don't help me, and what things seem to have no real significant impact either way. Today I want to talk about, today's coffee chat is going to be about emotional eating. Listen, we're all taught, almost from the moment of our birth, to be emotional eaters. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. We're all taught to be emotional eaters. So if you recognize that you are an emotional eater and you thought it was all your fault, that you somehow were failing, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility. I have talked about this on another video, but I feel like this needs a short little video of its own, rather than listen to me ramble about 24 topics, because you know how I can go. It's how my brain works. I can just go from one thing to another and everything is all connected. But no, we're taught to be emotional eaters, and we're also taught to overeat. I will save that for another video. But emotional eating starts when we're infants. And it starts when we have a newborn at home and they're fussy. And what do? We see if they want a bottle or breast, right? That's the first thing we do, is to say, are they hungry? Do they need to nurse? Then we're like, well, what's the diaper situation? Like, what is it? But the go-to first thing for most of us is bottle or breast or pacifier. It eventually turns into a pacifier. And I really kind of think kids who loved pacifiers as babies, I wonder, did they grow up to be smokers? I suspect there might be a correlation. But anyway, but they just, that's the first go-to thing, especially for new parents. First baby, you're just so worried that they're not going to get enough, that's the first go-to thing. So we start automatically that soothing is done through food. And then when babies get a little bit older and they're crawling or they're learning to walk and they plop down on their butt when they fall and it startles them and they start to cry a little bit. Oh, come here, you're okay. Here, do you want a treat? Here, take a sip of your juice. Have a cracker. We're trying to distract them from the thing that hurt their feelings, or, from the thing that got them upset. We're trying to distract them, but we're doing it in a way that's teaching them that when I feel upset about something, I do this. I have crackers, I have a cookie, I have a snack, I have we've all done it. We've all seen it. again, that's kind of the go-to thing to distract them. And it's not meant to teach them that food is the end all be all thing that's going to help them feel better, but that's what it's doing ultimately. Little kids coming home from school, they're tired, they're whiny, they've worked so hard at school all day, and they come home and they're just exhausted, and they have a tantrum about something. What do? Let's get a snack, you'll feel better. Well, yeah, they'll feel better because they probably need the fuel, but the snacks after school tend to be things that aren't super healthy, potentially. And again, it's that teaching that I feel bad, I'm tired, I have a snack, I feel better. It's that emotional upset, eat, feel better. When we have teenagers and they have a breakup of their, be their best friend or their first boyfriend or whatever, there's that whole, like, a cliche about eat ice cream. Again, it's just a response that we've learned that eating will make us not feel so upset. But what maybe we need to do is be okay with feeling upset and learning other ways to manage that instead of just automatically making food the first thing. And it's not even just for when we're upset, because our entire society is built around eating. Birthday parties, graduation parties, engagement parties, divorce parties for some people, birthday party, like everything is about food. Let's get together with our friends and go out to eat and have some drinks. Girls' night, almost 100% of the time, is about food and drinking. Why is girls' night not about taking a hike in the woods in the moonlight? Like, what? Like, can we do other things on girls' nights? Please? Can girls' nights be going to a bookstore and getting a cup of tea? Like, can we think of other things to do that are not eating? I mean, seriously. I think that we were really, emotional eating is not something to beat yourself up about, but I feel like it's definitely something that is a learned behavior that we all learn from infancy. And untangling the knot, because we have food and emotions all tangled up, like a necklace in your jewelry box that got all tangled. And I think that if we take some time to untangle that and look at it a little bit detached from it, because it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility now, especially if you're trying to stop emotional eating, then you want to untangle that and you want to start looking at it. Now, wait a minute. I see a connection here. What can I do differently? What will I do differently? How can I start to break that knot apart? And you can do it. Like, I have been able to really understand on a deep level now that when I am, now it hits me not so much when I'm maybe sad or down or tired, a little bit when I'm tired, but definitely when I'm stressed or anxious, especially about some of the things happening in the United States right now, because there's some really cruel and unusual things happening that are to the detriment of all of us, no matter who we voted for. So for me especially, I notice it when I'm really stressed about some things like that, anxiety and stuff. And I really had to look at, what can I do? What do I need to do differently to distract myself, right? Because that's what we have to do for a little while, is to distract from that emotion so that we can understand that it's a transient thing. Emotions are transient. They're not forever. And you can do things to help smooth out those emotions more quickly, rather than just stuffing them with food. For me, it's being outside, taking a walk, working out. Maybe you play a game. Maybe you play with the dog. or whatever. There's many things you can do. Those happen to be mine. Most of mine are about getting outside, moving my body, working out. I do a lot of, I've been doing so much reading. I just like fiction. I like sort of what I call them fluffy books. Other people call them popcorn books, like quick little easy reads that have a good story, but they're not like super deep and, blah, blah, like I've been doing a lot of just reading for fun. And I do a lot of reading of other things too, but this year I have definitely increased my reading for fun. And, there's any number of things that you can do to distract. Music, I always put on music. It energizes me too. It gives me energy and gives me motivation. And anyway, I have a journal that I created for myself and have been using. And one of the things in my journal it's a quick little guided journal that takes like 5 minutes a day. And so what I do is I put some gratitude of like 2 or 3 gratitudes every morning. And then I also think about something that's going to be fun today. So I intentionally look for something that's going to be really cool about today. And then the other thing I do is, who can I uplift today? Or who can I send a message to or contact or whatever, just to say hello, check in with them, give them a little love in some way, a funny video I share, or just a message to say hello or what have you. And I've been trying to do that every single day. And that is something that I enjoy. And it does help, again, not get so caught up and bogged down with other less desirable emotions. and then in turn, that will lead to less desire to emotionally eat, right? Like, again, all connected. So tell me what you think about this. If I appreciate your watching, I appreciate your support and your encouragement as I share my things about myself and about this carnivore life and things I'm learning. Tell me what you think about the emotional eating and if you have thought of it in this way. And if you have any tips of other things to do to overcome emotional response or eating as an emotional response, let me know what things you do too. I would love to hear about that. Maybe I'll find some new hobbies too. Like what the heck? Anyway, I will talk to you again soon. Have a good day.